take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Freemasons wear the M symbol, which is the same symbol for Gmail. The G is the Masonic G. The M is the mother. This is why they wear it in the genital area. The mother makes you into matter. Once you're made into matter, she delivers the male. Women hold a stargate within them. Everyone in this world has come through the mother into matter. This is why the female is so important. 0 and 1, the binary code of all creation. 0's the woman, the 1's the male. The male is the master over the physical world. This is why he is strong. The female is the master of the spiritual world. This is why she is very intuitive and sensitive to energy. The male is electric. This is a penetrating force. Female is magnetic. She attracts. Electric and magnetic, electromagnetism. If you understand electromagnetism, you understand everything. Everything is electromagnetic. It is the real atom. Females are magnetic, this is why they are curvy and attractive. Males are electric, they are a penetrating force, which is the action taker. This is because the only thing that exists is electromagnetic torus fields. This is an atom. The sun is electric, it charges you up, making you want to do things. It's masculine. The moon is magnetic, it takes away your energy, making you go to sleep. Temple of Solomon is your body. Temple of the Sol and the Mon. The sun is your soul, the moon is your mind. The temple of the soul and the mind, which is the body. The moon is your mind. This is why we say lunatic. Or in your mind you have a specific mood. A mood is a specific mindset, because the moon is your mind. The sun and moon is rotating around the magnetic North Pole. This is a pole of electromagnetic energy. Your spine is also a North Pole because it's a micro of the macro. Everything is a fractal. The Ida and the Pingala nerves, which wrap around your spine, is connected to the pineal and pituitary gland. The pineal gland, which is the sun, masculine. The pituitary gland, which is the moon, feminine. Over 200 pages of pure syncretisms and knowledge and truth. The link is in the bio. Get yours now.
I want to pay attention because of everything that this man's speaking up on are facts. Now let's get into this video.
In this video, I'm about to break down human cloning and a step-by-step process on how it's done. Now, if I want to clone you, I'm going to get a female that got the same blood type as you. Why do I need a female with the same blood type as you? Simple. It's because a female is the only human capable of having a baby. After I get a female with the same blood type as you, I get a glass pipe as thin as one strand of hair. Now, why do I use a glass pipe? The same reason you should drink your water out of glass, because you can't taint the germs, aka the genes. Remember, germs mean genes. Now, why do I get a glass pipe as thin as one strand of hair? Simple, because it's thin enough to penetrate those germs, aka those genes. Now, once they get those two blood types in the glass pipe thin as one strand of hair, they fuse those two blood types with a process called ultramagnetic shock, which forms a fetus. See, back in the day, when they did human cloning, they used to take up to the full lifespan of the entity that they were cloning. But now in this day and age, we got technology that can clone anybody up to 6 months. So if they got a 40-year-old man, it'll take 6 months to clone him. See, now they have a process called mind uploading. Say they wanted to clone me, and the last thing on my mind before they clone me was a bag of Doritos. In 6 months, once they get my clone and wake it up, the bag of Doritos will be on that clone's mind. They used to have to physically take your blood. Well, now they use robots. And when you think of a robot, you think of a metallic substance. But nowadays, with technology, that's not the case. They have biological entities. They look like mosquitoes. They come, bite you, get your blood, get your DNA, and they take it back to the cloning base. They got an underground bunker cloning base in New Mexico called Dulce Cloning Facility. If you think cloning is not real, you better second guess and go do your homework on human cloning. Your favorite rapper might be a clone. Put that on your brain.
But they have done this, like, what's that other one? Her name, from the Fugees, Lauryn Hill. She was all for going to cloning and doing what they do there, as long as she made money and got famous, right? After she did, she wanted out then, and but you know, they don't let people go, and so she started crying all the time when she was there. I can't be in this. I don't want to be in this anymore. I didn't know what it involved when I said that I would join, and so she's crying and everything, and it was like a downer to them. She really made quite a spectacle of herself, crying and the snot hanging out of her face, everything. It was really pathetic looking. And so then she made this song called I Get Out. Well, she's like, I get out, and I forget the rest of it. But she whined about it so much at cloning, they eventually let her get out. It was rare. It was just because they didn't want to hear it, see it anymore. Like, she went on and on and on. So they just let her leave.
You know, the music industry is just a microcosm of the world. So whenever you stand for something and you stand for goodness and truth, you will always get resistance. That's period. Whether you're in the pharmaceutical industry, the record industry, or whatever. Whenever you stand for truth and for the service, you know, the service of others. See, I could make money very easily. I could make records that are self-indulgent and, you know, basically self-promote me. I could do that. Promote myself. That was redundant, but you know what I mean. You know, just do those things. It's very easy. As a matter of fact, you know, lyrically as an MC, that stuff comes easy. But in order to promote something higher, I mean, I feel now, at the ripe old age of 25, that the only thing that I could do is serve others. You understand?
Heard about the Lady Gaga one?
What's a Lady Gaga
where
one?
they found in a hotel in London.
Yeah.
She came out of it, and in her hotel room was a bath.
What?
So the maids who were at that hotel thought that she was performing a satanic ritual. If you watch her performances, she always smears herself
with
in blood during her performances. Lady Gaga was Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
She had a friend that she was really close with. I think her name was Lina Morgana, I think. They used to make tracks together. They used to do all the stuff together. But one day, a hotel balcony.
Yeah.
This didn't get published like anywhere.
Yeah.
And this is the craziest Lady Gaga thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
People saying that she has powers.
What do you mean by that?
So someone threw something on stage and there was a shield. And this is not fake. This is in real life. I'll show you right here.
Let me see this.
Boom. Wait, what? You see that? Watch slowly. Watch slowly. Watch for the t-shirt. Boom. What the fuck? Boom. Yo. Shielded. There's no cover on stage.
To deal with the Freemasons.
When did this start?
This goes all the way back to deep antiquity. We're talking about 30,000 plus years ago. There were these brick masons in ancient Kemet called the Shatu. There was a pyramid war. There were two pyramid wars. The second pyramid war in the tablets talks about the fact that the Shatu helped Amun-Ra escape through a hidden passage in one of the pyramids. And before he left, he decreed that he would leave the kingdom to his Ra-Kam. Kam translates into shield, Ra shield. Over time, it became Rothschilds that are now running the planet with.
I have a very important message for everyone. On April 8th, there's going to be a cosmic portal opening due to a massive solar eclipse that's going to be taking place. The solar eclipse will be magnifying photon energy all over the planet. Those with a high neuromelanin content will see the effects more prevalent. Not only will our central sun emit radiation, but we will also receive radiation from other celestial bodies in our galaxy as well. As above, so below. The macrocosm does have an effect on a microcosm. So the celestial bodies do affect all our 23 trillion cells. Remember, all your cells are sentient, okay? They're sentient and conscious. You have 23 trillion sentient conscious cells that will be affected by an influx of gamma ray radiation. Once your melanocytes absorb that photon energy, it will have a direct effect on your deoxyetheric acid. To put that in layman terms, everyone's DNA will receive a massive upgrade. This is why I have been telling you to get your Shilajit. This black tar-like substance does strengthen your melanin, and it does reverse aging as well, which is scientific evidence that it does heal the DNA. Anything that reverses aging does have healing factors towards the DNA. Also, it's important that you stay in a high frequency because at this time, you're going to be a lot more magnetic, and the things you think about are going to be attracting to you a lot faster. The dimensions are getting thinner and thinner, which means that the fourth dimension is very close to the third. Fourth dimension is the realm of imagination. So, which means that if your thoughts aren't pure and you're thinking about negative things, you're in the spirit of fear, then you have the ability of attracting those things faster. And fear is a very magnetic emotion. This is why fear is so heavily promoted on the media and why there's never any good news when you watch the news. Their objective is to keep you in a low vibration so you can magnify the reality that they want to induce. And this is also why it's so important that you meditate and go inward and silence the mind to disconnect yourself from this illusion. Now, I want to make sure y'all aware that things going to get a lot more crazy after this solar energy and after this great eclipse take place, okay? Because there's going to be a few more eclipses that actually happen. So the energy going to remain here for quite some time. I mean, you're going to notice a lot more deja vu. You're going to notice a lot more crazier dreams, glitches in the matrix, synchronicities, deja vu. I mean, all kind of crazy experiences you're going to notice now once this energy starts to shift.
I'm sure you all heard about the Perry Reese map. In the early 1500s, it shows the land bridge from South America connecting over to Antarctica, and it shows Antarctica without ice. There's another map from that time period, and it shows Antarctica iceless, and it shows it to be a ring around all the continents that we know of. And if you look carefully, you will see openings to the other side. This pic shows you one of the passage or openings from Antarctica to the other side. There's a few of these I'm going to show you, so just hang in there. Here's another picture of the opening to the other side of the Antarctic wall. In other words, what I'm trying to say here, there's more land on the other side, and they've been hiding all this from you. And of course, I saved the best one for last. This one here was the one Admiral Byrd was speaking of. If you look carefully, you can even see land on the other side. Watch this video.
Admiral Byrd, you've been to both the North Pole and the South Pole. Is there any unexplored land left on this Earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole on the other side of the South Pole from Middle America. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored.
That's a tremendous
So
challenge.
there's a lot of adventure left down at the bottom of the world.
Admiral, do you...
You're stuck within the cage, the rib cage. You're in a prison cell because you're made out of cells. You are hexed in physical matter. This is the X, the hex. The hexagram's a cube unfolded is the cross. You need to escape the physical world, the three-dimensional matrix, which is the world of Satan. Because Satan gives you the mark of the beast, the physical body, the 666 carbon suit, and then blinds your mind. Your mind is completely separate from the physical world. Through physical pleasures and lack of understanding of yourself, you think your mind is part of your physical body, when in reality they are two separate things. Your mind is completely separate from your physical body. The physical world is a dimension within your mind. Men means mind, mental. Mind in Latin means mens. In order to escape the three-dimensional physical world, you have to fully detach your mind from your body. Meditation is key in transcending the 3D world and traveling the depths of your mind. Mind and matter is one. They are different dimensions within your mind. When you dream, your mind creates matter. This is why mind and matter are one. The cube is the shape that gives rise to physical matter. The link is in my bio for the Book of Wisdom, paperback and PDF.
He came to Doctor Who. He was impeccably dressed, and I went, "You're very well dressed." And he went, "No, you're very well dressed." And I went, "You've got marvellous shoes." And he went, "Actually, you've got marvellous shoes." And I went, "They're red." And he went, "But yours are red." And I went, "How long have you had yours?" And he said, 35 years.
No.
35 years.
He had his shoes for 35 years. My parents out. He wanted to be my guardian. He said he would make me into the biggest teen star in history. He said I had it all, but that I had to get rid of my parents. I was like, dude, I'm 11. And he said, you're a man now. Culkin, who has been living in Paris, France since 2003, then explained that the man began to make his intentions clear. He started breathing real shallow. My experience with perverts kicked in. I could tell he was interested in me. He licked his lips and told me I was very handsome. I think I managed to say thank you and started thinking about how I could get the F out of here. Dude, I'm 11. Then he reached into his case and took out a crack pipe. He put it in his lap, took out a huge lighter, and continued to gaze at me with this overpowering sexual desire. I was just staring at him. I think I said something like, dude, I'm 11 again. I remember he said to me, it's celebration, little man. To celebrate your upcoming success, your many successes. Come, sit back down. He was tapping the pipe on his crotch, smiling this total creepazoid smile. I ran out of the room, but I ran straight into this other guy who was outside the room, and he grabbed me by the arm and threw me back inside. He lit the pipe and blew the smoke in my face, which I guess he's the other guy now, the original guy. He told me to look at his shoes. He said they were made from the skin of children he and his friends had murdered. He said leather made from human skin is the finest leather known to man. Macaulay Culkin said the Hollywood executive then dropped a heavy hint about the provenance of the skin used to make his shoes. He asked me if I knew Heather O'Rourke. Yeah, I remember her. I grew up watching Poltergeist. I remembered her in Happy Days. She was so cute. Then it dawned on me what he was getting at, and I vomited all over his shoes.
Was it that those are killer stomps, by the way? Was it that those are killer stomps, by the way?
Anyway, sorry, go on.
I might kiss that shoe before the end of the night.
It's there.
I might kiss that shoe before the end of the night. It's there.
All the cosmic energy that's going to be hitting the planet, if you keep your frequency high, you have no choice but to receive cosmic upgrades. Now, it's duality and everything, okay? So the energy could work against you if you don't do the right things to prepare for it. Most important being keeping your frequency extremely high, avoiding all the news, avoiding the media, and avoiding people that simply just bring your energy down, all right? You want to surround yourself around people that bring the best out of you, and you want to make sure that your entertainment is good, all right? The music you listen to, nothing with a 440 hertz frequency. As I expressed, the music industry, okay, these entertainers, they typically utilize a 440 hertz frequency. That was the same frequency that was used in Nazi Germany for mind control. And this is how they used, if you watch the movie, they cloned Tyrone, and that part where they showed how the music was affecting people, that's fact, all right? So during this time with all this cosmic energy and these different variations of solar energy, you want to make sure that your frequency is completely high, and that's also contingent on the music you listen to as well. The sun is rapidly turning up. All right, now if you're not in ether and you're listening to this, I made you aware that you have 5 different types of melanin, okay? And over the years, there's different things that deplete your melanin. Atrazine, xenoestrogens, genetically modified organisms, all the chemtrails and things of that nature all has a negative effect on your melanin. Keep it real. When they talk about reducing carbon, they talking about us. This is why I tell you to get your shilajit, okay? This tire-like substance that resembles dark matter, okay, does effectively heal and restore your melanin. It regenerates age, which is scientific evidence that it does heal DNA. This is all the amazing health benefits of shilajit and why it's highly recommended as one of your tools for spiritual exploration. Melanin is actually more valuable than gold, okay? That's why in 1920, an English biochemist detailed how to extract melanin from black people. Our avatars are scientifically the most complex in the universe. If you haven't got your shilajit yet, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies for Ascension. I do have high quality shilajit. There's a lot of fake shilajit, okay, that's floating around. I do have high quality, real, authentic Himalayan shilajit.
Like, I remember these white people. I used to work at this restaurant called OK Cafe in Atlanta. It was very common for them to leave breakfast and go lay in oxygen chambers.
What them chambers are called is called ozone therapy. Hyperbaric chambers.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what
you know. That shit heals cancer quick, and guess what it does? So most people with cancer, because it's illegal to have a hyperbaric chamber in America. Why is that? But it's a Mexican doctor that's in Mexico right now where people get cancer. Say if the herbs are not working quick enough, they ship them off to Mexico, and they coming back healed because they are putting them in these ozone 3 hyperbaric chambers and healing 3-month therapy where you go in there every day for 30 minutes, or they put them in an ozone 3 sauna suit, which I own one of those, a sauna suit. But it's so this is how corrupt America is. I own a sauna suit, and I only can use, me and my family can use it. If I get caught having somebody else to use the ozone 3 sauna suit, I will go to federal prison. Why? Because they don't want you healing your body of cancer. Because the moment you realize that dis-ease is an illusion, you get to buy back your freedom. They're capitalizing off of us being stupid, and we are literally paying these people to kill us.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.